planet. Engineers are answering the call to create cleaner, safer, reliable energy. Solar power, harnessing the power of the sun to light all corners of the globe. Wind power, channeling a simple breeze to bring electricity to our homes. Hydropower, using the natural flow of water to generate electricity. Nuclear power, engineering advanced reactors that are safer, more reliable, and produce zero carbon emissions. Engineers are leading the way and empowering the next generation. Engineers answer the call. Brought to you by the National Academy of Engineering. Learn more at nae.edu.
Get the truth and nothing but the truth with Sherwin Hughes every weekday from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. on 101.7 FM, 1510 a.m. WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. Bringing you his authentic perspectives on important topics.
They live in suburbs together. They live in the city together. They hang out together, all in the same family. We're the only idiots that fight because we want our voice to only be on one side. Like, does that even make any sense? And when the side loses, you lose everything. They, on the other hand, have a voice no matter what because somebody that looks like them is always in control.
Frank, candid, and straight to the point.
Well, it's just a skewed system.
Of course it is.
It's a lot of judgment.
But answer my question, though. Should we let people go? Should we let people go? Like, let's just forget about bail altogether. And if your neighbor commits a homicide and kills people up, if you kill people and they next to you and you just let them come back and live right next to you, they can live upstairs from you. Let them come in your house.
Frank, candid, and straight to the point. This is the best radio show in the state of Wisconsin. Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 101.7 The Truth and The Truth app.
Now, he's the mayor of the city of Milwaukee. He's a young man. Give him a chance. I only complain about things that I care about. What I want you to do is pretend like I'm in St. Louis. And all I'm asking the mayor and the Common Council president and the Common Council, show me.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is Dr. Ken Harris.
You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris. 833-212-1017 is the number. It's one of those days. It's hump day. It's Wednesday. See, I got the day right.
Did you see that movie? You know, the movie, One of Them Days, just came out. That's crazy.
Yes. 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 Why is it crazy? Because there's a bunch of women in it. Set you up for that one, didn't I? You ain't getting me to talk about it. You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris. We're here for an hour and a half. Actually, less than an hour and a half. So let me see. 3 minus 3, 6. So we're like 54, an hour and 54. No, 54 and 30. 54. Yeah, about an hour and 24 minutes. So, yeah. Doing good. I gotta keep doing stuff until I get it right. So it's one of those. I'm a little upset right now. I'm a little upset. So it's January. I gave everybody a break. I think I've given MPS a pretty good break. You think? I've given MPS a pretty good break. So where's the leadership in Milwaukee? That's what I'm trying to understand. Where is the leadership in the city
of Milwaukee. Or as people from Milwaukee call it, Milwaukee, which I never understood anyway. Where's the direction? Like, where will we be in 5 years, in 4 years, outside of downtown? What does this place look like? Because I don't know. I'm kind of torn. I don't know. It's like nobody sees anything that's going on in the city. It's like they're blind to it. Now is the time we should be talking about shootings, homicides, school, now that you have captive audiences in those places because it's cold outside. So you should be doing that same push to connect with those boys and girls and parents to get them the jobs they need. Don't wait till May and talk about getting somebody a summer job. Set it up now. Don't wait till something bad happens in the city to start talking to kids about what they need to be doing. Talk to them now. So when it gets warm, when it becomes warm, there's something all ready for them to do. Don't come up with an emergency plan and come up with emergency money so we can hire the youth and do all these wasteful things. We need President Trump to send money so we can have, like we had when I was growing up, summer jobs. The city got federal funding in Chicago, and we had summer jobs. You know what I did for the summer? I registered bicycles, because at the time you had to have a bicycle license. So I registered bicycles in the parks in Milwaukee. And we had like 3 or 4 different locations throughout District 3 in Grand Crossing. And we were able to like earn money. And we earned minimum wage. I don't know, it was like 3 something an hour. And it was great. And you learn how to become a leader. And then later you became like a manager and a supervisor and all that stuff. You rode in a police car every day to your location, got dropped off, registered bicycles, get lunch, all that. It was a great place to learn how to do your job, how to learn how to show up at work on time, do timesheets, all that stuff that kids today don't remember. I don't think. Many of them do, but many of them don't. And so I think our city leaders are blind to what's going on in the city. I think they're blind to what the needs are. I think what it is that people just don't listen. I think it's a lost art. I think it's a lost art when we don't hear what people are saying. We just believe we can move forward based on what little we've seen. And it's important to remember that not everybody sees the same thing. Everybody has their own idea. Oh, if we just had education, if we just had no guns, if we just had more food, if we just had, it's a food desert. Like we just keep finding negative after negative after negative after negative. To the point where you wonder, well, why are you even bothering? Why are you bothering to fix it? But then the question for the leadership is, why aren't you bothering to fix it? It's your actual job. It's your actual job to fix the city. It is your actual job to step up, hold people accountable, and make Milwaukee the best city that it could be. And so many times, city leadership tends to only lead when it's easy. Only when it's easy do city leaders lead. They don't step up when it's hard. Or it's so egregious, they're just pontificating because everybody expects them to. And so where does it get us? It's cold outside. There should be public service announcements on all radio and TV stations reminding people to go to school. Remember, school is important. Remember, math and reading are the two things that no matter what, that liberal education you get in college, why you have to go back. And I thought about it the other day. You know, I got to go back and read Moby Dick. I got to go back and read Little Women. I got to go back and read The Brothers Karamazov. I got to go back and read Tolstoy. And so you remember the great literature and how it taught me how to talk and it taught me how to read. And then later, when my daughter loved Japanese anime, instead of going, no, you need to read this book, she read that book because it was written in English. Of course, you read anime from right to left, not left to right. So that type of thing. Learned how to read, young age. So are we losing the battle? So when it's quiet, everybody else is quiet. When the shooting starts, you want to speak up and tell people to stop. You should be telling them to stop now. If you're an older man or older woman or whatever the heck y'all calling them this week, if you're a county supervisor, if you're a state rep or state senator, you should be in your district telling people what they need to do, helping them, supporting them. I mean, anybody can do it. And if you're scared, don't worry about it. There are a lot of people in the neighborhood that are blind. Don't worry about it. We get it. But we're also used to the blind leading the blind. You don't have to be blind. I think it's a willful choice to be blind. You don't even have to step up and be well equipped. All you really got to do is show up. That's all you really got to do. Because you seem to have forgotten one thing. In the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king.
And that is Dr. Ken's Truth on the new 101.7 The Truth.
It's Kyle Wallace, host of Truth to Power on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth, and I want you to tune in every day from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. as I engage in a community conversation I know you want to hear. From topics like our property tax bill price hike, which I know had us all shaking our heads, to the incredible MPS students getting millions of dollars worth of scholarships to pursue their dreams, I have you covered, Milwaukee. So tune in to Truth to Power every day from noon to 1 p.m. on 101.7 The Truth app, and streaming live on YouTube.
The Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King described a true education as one that successfully combines intelligence and character. Concordia University prepares learners for meaningful lives of leadership and service to meet all of life's callings. They offer world-class programs online and face-to-face in a faith-based, student-focused environment. Classes are small, opportunities endless. Visit cuw.edu to learn more. I'm 101.7 The Truth's Dr. Ken Harris, and I'll be at the MLK Prayer Breakfast at Concordia University, Wisconsin. And while this is an invitation-only event, I invite you to listen to the event live on The Truth Saturday, February 1st from 10 a.m. till noon. The brunch at Concordia University, Wisconsin, hosted by Walter Goodwin, director of the Office of Multicultural Engagement, is a gathering honoring the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King, a time of reflection and prayer. The theme of the brunch at Concordia University this year is Upon This Rock from Matthew 16:18. And I say also unto thee that thou art Peter, And upon this rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as one business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Join the Greater Milwaukee Urban League as it celebrates individuals and organizations whose commitment to equity creates strong partners and strong communities. It's all happening at the annual Equal Opportunity Day Luncheon on Thursday, March 13th at the Pfister Hotel. Greater Milwaukee Urban League will honor local leaders and organizations committed to empowering communities and changing lives. Join us for a special recognition of legendary past President Ralph Holman. For details, sponsorship, and tickets, go to tmul.org.
Here at the new 1017 The Truth, we aim to be a staple in Milwaukee's Black community. We are committed to partnering with local organizations and supporting Black-owned businesses. We are proud to call Milwaukee our city and promise to be a positive reflection of our community. We look forward to celebrating Black culture and excellence with you every day as we make history and continue to uplift the voices in our city. Join us for the journey at the new 1017 The Truth, founded by American Family Insurance. Milwaukee, Black Talk.
This is Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris. 833-212-1017 is the number. So I talked about this on our sister station, 620 WTMJ. And people are, I don't know. So Sean Barnes is going to Seattle to be the police chief, right? And one of the radio stations out there decided that Conservative Talk Radio 770 KTTH is reporting that newly announced Seattle Police Chief Sean Barnes failed the Seattle Police Department's polygraph as part of the city's pre-employment screening process, according to a police source made familiar with the results who spoke to the Jason Rantz show on anonymity. Rumors have been swirling within the department for the past few days. Why is it that when Black people get jobs, all of a sudden they want to question some technicality of something that's a third party that has nothing to do with them, to say this is the reason why they shouldn't have the job? What is that? Why is that? It's unclear what answers led to the alleged failed polygraph exam. So what you should have put in your headline is sources say newly announced SPD chief failed polygraph exam, mayor's office disputes. How about mayor's office disputes, newly announced Seattle Police Department Chief Barnes failed polygraph? How about that? But no, we can't do that. I mean, I guess it's your choice, sure. So here's my question. Anybody ready? What if he did? A polygraph is not a pass-fail. A polygraph doesn't tell whether or not you're lying. It can tell whether or not you're being inconsistent. But if you tell the truth, you may not like the truth, but if it's true and you're consistent, what is your point? Anybody that understands a polygraph knows that there were no adverse findings. City of Seattle described the process as needing to satisfactorily complete the polygraph as previously reported by KIRO News Radio. It's up to the SPD to determine what to do with the applicant's test results. You don't have to do anything. This is weird. And not everybody takes a polygraph. You don't need a security clearance. Well, let me hush. The problem I see here is that constantly being held to a standard that people themselves can never fulfill. But there's always one extra checkbox, one extra thing we have to do in order to fit. What are your thoughts? 833-212-1017. Do we, is it me or do we always have to have that extra thing that we got to do in order to prove our worthiness or prove we got it or prove, we can do it? What is that? What is that? Because I don't understand. Miriam said, all right, Dr. Ken, what you talking about, Willis? I'm just at a point where why aren't people just straight? It's like when people talk, their words are so controlled, so very, very intentional. It's like, I want you to be open, but I'm not going to be open. I want you to be intentional, but I'm not going to be intentional. I want you to be, Anyway, the award-winning 1017 The Truth is the proud home of Milwaukee Panthers basketball. Panthers hit the road and head to Ohio to play Wright State Raiders in the Horizon League Conference. Scott Juarez has the coverage tonight starting at 5:30 p.m. on 1017 The Truth and the Milwaukee Panthers Sports Network from Learfield. Tip-off is set for 6 o'clock. So I'm out of here at 5:20. 5:26, 5:24. We're going to start the music at 5:24. Not 4, but 4. 5. Anyway. I guess nobody's listening to me, so I'm going to just go home. I be trying to talk to Jason. He don't look at me. I be trying to talk to Glenn. He don't look at me. I talk to DJ Brother Z. He don't look at me. I'm just going home. Look, I'm just going home. Don't nobody love me. Ain't nobody showing me no love. Thank you. Appreciate it. I'm out of here. No, I'm just kidding. That was mean, DJ Brother Z. I'm throwing you on front. Zach, that was mean. It was mean. I'm still going home, though. So we got to come up with a buzzword that every time I say the buzzword, something plays. Yeah, we got to do that. Or every time somebody uses a particular word, we play it. But it got to be something Al said.
You was stupid. When you say stupid,
yeah.
we going to be using that too many times.
Yeah. What you trying to say? That people stupid?
No, that's just your favorite word.
Well, it's the stupid rule. You know the stupid rule, right?
3 rules?
Yep.
Yeah, I know.
Don't hang out with stupid people. Don't go nowhere. That's stupid. And don't do stupid things. It's kind of simple.
I would have pressed that button 5 times.
Miriam said, it's not just you, Dr. Ken. It is common practice for people in our community to always be excellent. Dr. Ken started off with a real topic I mistakenly thought we was about to dig into some real topics, sitting back down. What? Girl, you know I'm getting back to it, right? Or guy. I don't know what you are. Girl, guy. Guru Ambition, 41. I'm getting back to it. Just give a brother time to decompress. I just sat down. I'm going to be gone in an hour. Then you're going to be crying I'm not here. 833-212-1017 is the number. I'm just trying to process. We have time now. We have time that we can actually go door to door, school to school, room to room, to start talking to kids while they're captive audiences in these classrooms, in their home, in their places where they play, and remind them about doing good this summer, about taking care of the family this summer, about being understanding and being forgiving to one another. Let's do it. I don't think we should just be going to schools when it's warm outside in the spring and the fall. We should probably be there more when it's cold outside because the kids are stuck there. And we're able to go in and talk to them and get them to understand this is why. I'm just saying. 833-212-1017 is the number. What you talking about today, Brian? What's going on?
Well, I just wanted to address why certain black folks have to do and act a certain way when they are up for a high-level position.
Why is that?
Because it gives the person that's giving them that job that much more power. Because the person that is giving them that particular job, because they're going to view black people as a monolith, as black people are all the same. They're still going to have that. I don't care if you come from a LeBron James type family or you come from a Michael Jordan type family. The powers that be that print our money, that put us in positions that we get, still look down their noses at us. No matter how much money you make, no matter what the color of your skin is.
So then why do we care?
If it's not that pale.
So then why do we care?
Pardon me?
Then why do we care?
Because we care because a lot of black folks still care about the bag at the end of the day. The majority of the consciousness of black folks is still, no matter how rich they are, is how much more money I have than the next person.
Is that bad?
How much more money I can get.
Is it bad to want to have more money?
Is it bad? Let's address that. Is it bad to want to have more money? Yes. I think it's more important that you have your health and that you have longevity.
So what if I got all three
in a positive manner?
Wait. So are you saying that if I have money, I can't have those?
No, I'm not saying that. You can.
So
but we're talking about high level position.
But then what's the problem?
We're talking about high level. What is the problem?
Yeah.
Because there's only one entity printing the money. If black folks could determine their own value, have their own central banks, and make their own money, of course we wind up like Muammar Gaddafi. But that's true wealth right there.
But why can't we just take advantage of what we already have and then still create our own energy companies, create our own car manufacturers, create our own, like it's not like we can't do it. So why don't we?
We don't because we're all still on the dollar. And there's only one group of entities that control that dollar.
That's not a reason.
Until we get
That's not a reason. There are too many black people that are billionaires. There are too many black people that have money. There are too many black people that own a lot. Why don't we create our own infrastructure?
Black people that have billion. I count 8 black billionaires.
So what?
8 black billionaires.
That means that there's a boatload of millionaires too.
Family.
Well, that's not true.
Well, why the communities, the black communities in heavily populated black areas struggling? Why are they?
Well,
why are we even having this conversation?
Let me answer. Let's have a real.
Their money.
No, let's have a. Because they don't what?
They do not share their money in areas that have needs.
What do you mean?
They do not share their money in aesthetic.
Time out. Where in the world did it say if I make money, or at what point do I make money where you tell me I gotta share my money with the community? Where's that?
It's not that you have to.
Well, no. That's what you just said. You don't get to transfer that to me to make me feel like I should want to give you money because I went and worked hard for it and it's mine.
Didn't we say
No, we didn't say.
A village?
No, I never said that. I
didn't they say
listen,
it takes a village?
It does not.
Didn't they say it takes a village?
I don't know who they is, and I never said it. No, that's you.
Rich folks are part of the village.
You're missing the point. You're missing the point. I do not support it takes a village. I support it takes one. If everybody would simply take care of their family, you wouldn't need a village. Those that go without, I have no problem helping. But I don't want the village in my business. I don't want the village telling me where to go, what to do, whether or not I'm black or not, whether or not I'm black enough. Absolutely not. In that instance, I don't want the village. Take care of your own
first black female? Who was the first black billionaire female? Who was she? And what happened to her money? Sarah Rucker.
Right.
She's the first. She was worth what, $10 billion?
Yep.
Not any of that money did anything to modern times. Any black families of modern times.
But why is
all that money went right back to the source that prints the money.
But why is that?
The only way you can be. Pardon me.
But why is that?
Why is that? Slave mentality. Slave mentality.
No. You got too many. No. You have too many. Too many, colloquialisms and too many to keep blaming stuff on general stuff. Be specific. Why did her money not pass on to other people?
Well, for one thing, she didn't have a good team around her. She didn't have a village. She didn't have the village mentality. She said, I got mine, y'all get yours mentality. That all came from slavery. It's too many black. Like I just told you, it don't matter how much money a black person gets. If you still got that ingrained DNA slave mentality, you're not going to help your fellow man. Period.
So why is it?
Why do you think we have Tory Lowe's in this world?
So why
do you think we have hard mazes in this world?
So why is it that white people get to do it, and when black people do it, it's bad?
No, white folks can take care of themselves. I'm talking about our black folks.
Why is it a black billionaire's job to take care of other people?
Because he has the opportunity. He has the access.
That's not good enough.
And
you tell me why.
I wasn't finished.
I don't care.
I wasn't finished.
I don't care. You tell me why it's a person who goes out, wakes up, goes to work every day, works themselves up, builds themselves up, goes to school, takes care of their family, does all the things that you're supposed to do right, raises great kids, and then has come into the part that makes it, and they're making a couple hundred a year, 200, 300, 400, 500 a year, built a business. Where does it say they got to take that and give it to people who didn't?
You don't necessarily have to give it to the individual themselves. You can set up school systems.
That's not what you said.
You can set up banking systems. Mm-hmm. You can set up housing areas.
You just said we can't.
Up transportation
you just
areas.
said we couldn't.
There's a lot of things you can do.
Okay.
There's a lot of things you don't do.
Okay.
You don't just have to give them a couple $10.
But that's just
like that.
But that's just building more business, and then I'm gonna make more money, and then people are gonna get mad that I have more money. So when will it end?
When you die, that's when it'll end.
Yeah, well, it'll be my money when I die. Okay, thank you, Brian. Appreciate you.
You're not going to do anything with it. You can't do nothing when you go. But.
That's not what I said. I said it'll be mine. 833-212-1017 is the number. I'm Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Happy New Year. Yeah, we've been saying that for the last 22 days. That means a lot of rough days like right now. Yesterday, it was freezing cold below zero. Then we had a wind chill. Then it snowed this morning. Might be even snowing now. Those some rough days ahead, especially for people who suffer from seasonal affect disorder. Plenty of gray, frigid days on the horizon. They're coming now. It's going to be coming in a few days. So even though it warms up a little bit, it'll still be pretty cold. But on those days, we just all want to just be snugly and warm at home, and that's where Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin comes in. Their inviting doors welcome friends and family into a cozy home thanks to Pella's gorgeous, energy-efficient windows, keeping the cold out. Pella can make your home as beautiful on the outside as it is comfortable on the inside. Celebrate the new year. It's still going on, even to the 31st. Man, I don't care what you say. New Year's is till the 31st of January, and so is 0% interest for up to 3 years at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. So you got to hurry. You only have until January 31st to score Pella's New Year. Got that, Jason? New Year's special. New Year's goes till January 31st. So does the Pella special. 0% interest, up to 3 years. Certain restrictions apply. Visit PellaWI.com.
Don't touch that dial. More of Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harrison is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Truth Nation, get ready to celebrate excellence, passion, and the power of community as we host our first annual Truth Community Awards on Friday, February 28th at Potawatomi Casino and Hotel. This will be a Truth family party where we will celebrate the unsung heroes of our community and we roll out the red carpet for those making a positive impact every day. Tickets are selling fast, so go to 1017thetruth.com today to make sure you do not miss out on the biggest celebration in Milwaukee. Tickets are only $25 and includes free food, free drinks, and free Truth giveaways. Don't miss an evening filled with entertainment, heartfelt stories, and celebrating our city with the 1017 The Truth team. Visit 1017thetruth.com right now to buy your tickets to our Truth Community Awards. That is 1017thetruth.com to secure your spot for a night of celebrating the excellence of our community. The Truth Community Awards is presented by Potawatomi Casino and Hotel and brought to you by the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
Hey, wouldn't it be great if life came with a remote control? You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind. Like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest. Uh-oh. Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control. So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
This is Evan Cohen from Unsportsmanlike on ESPN Radio. I'm reaching out with a message that's close to my heart. Devastating fires have ravaged the Los Angeles area, leaving families displaced, homes destroyed, and the community in need of help. Right now, you have the power to make a real difference. Your donation, big or small, can provide food, shelter, supplies, and much-needed support for those affected by the fires. If you are able to, please help those affected by the California wildfires and donate at www.lafoodbank.org/fire.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
I feel so stuck.
The Veterans Crisis Line is here for you. Dial 988, then press 1 to call.
Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
We've got some backups on 94 eastbound because of an accident that happened right about at Highway 18 on the on-ramp there. The left lane is blocked with that crash. So watch out for backups coming in from about, just before Highway 164. So give yourself that extra time. Then we've also got more delays from about Hawley Road all the way through the Stadium interchange to about 35th. Southbound 41 got some backups from Silver Spring down past Capitol Drive. And then on southbound 43, backing up from Fond du Lac Avenue down through the Marquette and over the high-rise bridge. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight, snow early, then clearing later on, a low of 13. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, a high of 20. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 1017 The Truth.
This is Associated Bank Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth, powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Brandon Snide. Former Brewers pitcher CC Sabathia has been elected into the 2025 Baseball Hall of Fame. Here is Sabathia recalling his playoff moment in Milwaukee back in 2008.
I remember getting the ground ball and like throwing my arms up and turning around and seeing Kendall coming towards me, but that was it after that.
Sabathia joins Ichiro Suzuki and Billy Wagner as this 2025 class. Over to college hoops, where the 10th ranked Marquette Golden Eagles got the road win over SetonAll last night, 76-59.
Yep, still dribbling, and now in the corner to Ben Gold. He'll drive on a read. He stuffed it. Oh, that was a little Chase Ross move.
With the win, MU improving to an overall record of 17-3, and staying with college hoops, the UW Panthers are on the road tonight. They'll take on Wright State. Tip-off set for 6 p.m. And lastly, we'll head to the NBA, where the Bucks-Pelican game has been postponed tonight due to the snowstorm in New Orleans. The Bucks are scheduled to take on the Heat in Milwaukee tomorrow. This sports update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
This is Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris. 833-212-1017 is the number. White Widow, you're on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. You got about 1 minute.
Hey.
What's up?
Oh, man, only that?
Only
okay.
that.
Afternoon, only that. I want to say it kind of haunted me, your stories about personal experience, that kid who got off after, and the 2 babies. So anyways, thanks for sharing that. We need to know the personal experience on a day-to-day for our officers. Anyways, but if you noticed yesterday, the House of Breach was overflowed. So first time in 4 years that I've been watching, the COGS building opened up and had an intake for homeless people. First time. Otherwise, you have to go through it. Why are you laughing? Otherwise, I take people down there and this. Huh?
Because I'm in agreement.
Why are you laughing?
Because I'm in agreement.
Yeah, but thank you. I've been begging. I said, go down the block, Hogs, and there's a House of Breach, because these people are cops clutter. They're on the street, and you got to weed through them to find the criminals. I couldn't understand when you got the homeless going to the House of Breach 9 to 5, you know what I mean, and a block away was COGS building, and it takes an act of God to get through their security and receptionists. I've done it when I've taken people down there. So, you know, I don't know if they're going to be doing it today, but I'm going to watch. This has to happen from here on in. Go to the Breach House. They're all there. Go next door to Tent City. Hey, come on. The doors are open. The majority of these people are Medicaid, Medicare, Social Security, veterans. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And we as a society decided we're going to help you. You know, the problem is it's a clog, you know what I mean? Get back to work, people. It's the first time I ever saw that many people at the COGS building since I've been going there for 4 years. Otherwise, those they're empty. Everybody's working virtual. So whoever made that decision to open up the doors yesterday, we're going to watch. It needs to continue, not just when it's minus 30 and you're afraid of people dying in front of Breach. It has to happen every day until here on in. And let's get the cop clutter off of the streets. Fair is fair, right, Dr. Ken?
Fair is fair. Thank you much, White Widow. 833-212-1017 is the number. The Town. You're on the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
How you doing, sir?
What's up?
Hey, I just wanted to couple things. Number one, it's really messed up. I keep on saying this. It's like nobody listens though. Like how we talk about each other and how we frame the reference of talk of what we're talking about.
Okay.
Whatever it is. It can be with the reckless driving. It can be with the youth. It can be with the jobs or whatever like that. It's like we have a messed up gift about, okay, if we're going to describe number one, we're the only group, black people, that throw our foibles out there. Man, we'll talk about each other bad in front of the company. We always talking bad with companies on.
Yep. We don't keep our business in house.
We don't do, and I'm like, and you know, it's killing me because you know what? I've been listening to this. You know, y'all got 8 hours or whatever like that. I've been listening to them almost all of them. And I've been on the road, and I be seeing, and I be hearing they be talking about each other. And I ain't gonna say no names. Y'all probably figure it out though. But it's crazy because both the sides is both of what we need. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
One certain host has more college academia and you know, the hard facts on his side. But then another host, he has the boots on the ground work and the emotional aspect to go in the right way. If you understand what I'm saying.
But wait a minute. But here's what you miss about those three that you say. The problem with that, and not necessarily a problem, I'm just using that word. The problem with that is each of them, you're only seeing us today. I was boots on the ground. I was the other person, the emotional part. Like, so all of us are all college educated, all have all the same thing. We're just at a certain time in our lives where this is what you're seeing.
Hey, you know what? You know what? I see you. Because you know what? I really haven't thought about it like that before. Like, it is, like, levels to it. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're the older guy, other guy in the middle, and the other guy's kind of starting off. But, y'all is all college graduates, you know what I'm saying? And y'all got that, too. I'm just saying, like, just the way it be sounding to each other. And then, like, when you go and try to challenge an opinion or whatnot, you get knocked.
Yep.
Like, or they say, like, one person says you're dumb, and then the other person says you weren't there. You know what I'm saying? Which none of it helps.
Right.
Because really, the crazy part is when we call y'all, we call it to answer questions that we don't know.
Right.
We're looking for knowledge.
Right.
But one thing we don't want is to be like, when I get off the phone, hey, listen to that guy right there. He's so stupid. He's so silly. Or listen to that guy just got off the phone. He ain't never been anywhere. He don't want no smoke. He ain't been in the hood or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
None of it helps.
But none of them know how I grew up on the south side of Chicago. All they know is what they see today. They didn't see the struggle. They didn't see the no father. They didn't see the alcoholism. They didn't see the fights. They didn't see the entire family, with the exception of 2 or 3 of us in Blackstone Rangers and Peace Stone Nation, and like they didn't see none of that on the south side of Chicago. All they saw is the end part with the college and the PhD and the professor and all that. That's all they see.
Right.
That's okay. That's all right.
Yeah, that's what. But and on the other end too, all they see too when the caller is like somebody that doesn't have this knowledge.
Right.
I.e., they're dumb.
Right.
You don't have you ain't did this crusade or walked or did this long walk, so you can't talk to me about nothing. Huh? Right. I thought we were supposed to have a conversation or you know what I'm saying, a discussion to get to a higher place, not to show you how better you are at X, Y, and Z than me. I'm just a caller.
And everybody's ignorant about something.
Something.
Yeah. All right, brother.
Something. Oh, well, hey, let me get a quick shout out while you said it. My uncle, you know what I'm saying, I'm going down there. His name Batman, he was a Blackstone Ranger. He had a lot of good
Batman.
In the community down there in Chicago.
Are you serious, dude?
Hey.
Wow. Wow. My cousin was a big time Blackstone Ranger, dude.
No, my uncle. My bad. My uncle was.
I feel you.
No,
I feel you.
He did good stuff in the community.
Yep.
See, that's just like that.
Yep.
Just as I said.
Batman? Wow. Okay. That's what's up.
Batman. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah, Batman.
All right, brother.
He's kind of a big deal. Hey, love y'all.
Yes, he is.
Thank you. And keep on with the good work.
All right, take care.
Don't touch that dial. More of Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harrison is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. This Wednesday, the Milwaukee Panthers head to Ohio to take on their Horizon League Conference foe, the Wright State Raiders.
Panthers ball down 69-63. Folks turns the corner, gets in from the left, and scores going glass. 69-65. Panthers down 4. 4:07 left.
Scott Warris has the coverage Wednesday starting at 5:30 p.m. on 101.7 The Truth and the Milwaukee Panthers Sports Network from Learfield. Tip-off happens at 6 o'clock.
This is Sherwin Hughes from 101.7 The Truth for Axe Housing. Are you tired of paying a landlord rent when you should be paying yourself? Do you want to leave a financial legacy, or would you like to have a stable place to call home? Well, it's time for you to start on the path to owning your own home instead of renting. You can work with an Axe Housing coach, and they will teach you how home ownership can be a reality. Axe Housing has helped over 4,000 families in our neighborhoods. Many times your mortgage will be a lot less than what you're paying for rent. As an average Axe family who has been helped pays around $900 per month. No matter what barriers you think you're facing, Axe Housing coaches can assist you right now. An Axe Housing coach will help you create and stick to a plan and a budget and get you ready for home ownership. If you're not dreaming of home ownership by now, you certainly should be. Let's make it a reality with Axe Housing. Get started on a virtual orientation by clicking on axhousing.org. That is ACTS housing.org. Don't let where you are financially right now get in the way of your very bright future of becoming a homeowner. Axe coaches are here to help.
It's time for the 32nd Annual Young Gentleman Scholarship Botillion, presented by the Seven Jewels Foundation and the Delta Chi Lambda chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. A Botillion young gentleman is a high school senior in Milwaukee who's about to embark on adulthood and has chosen to pursue higher education, college, trade, or technical school. One lucky bowl will win a $5,000 scholarship. Apply by February 21st, 2025, and for more information, call Kevin Patterson at 414-364-2835.
Immerse yourself in a place where bold ideas are sought after, where all are encouraged to bring their personal flourish. Here, innovation is a way of life. In this city, the beat flows. Together, we're dancing to the rhythm. Forward. Now, it's your turn to grab hold of that energy, where you'll remember not just the meals, the celebrations, or the uncommon coast. What you'll remember is how we made you feel. Come experience Milwaukee, where fresh meets fearless every day.
You want to feel important. You want to be a part of something bigger, something that matters and can help change things. You want to feel like you belong. We know. We felt that way too. And that's why we did something about it. We aren't just Army National Guard soldiers. We are normal people just like you. And together, we can make a difference. Take on your legacy. Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
Sponsored by the Wisconsin Army National Guard. Aired by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association and this station.
This is Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris. Just kind of easing in. I never heard of Blackstone Rangers. Is that different from Black Peace Stone? No, those are they're Blackstone Rangers and Black Peace Stone Rangers. So they're kind of morphed, right? And you know, some of them became El Rukins and all that. And so let me check. Black Stone Rangers, Black. Yeah. Almighty Black Peace Stone Nation. And so the Peace Stone, abbreviated BPS, is an American street gang founded in Chicago, formed in the late 50s as the Blackstone Rangers, as I said. So they kind of morphed into the Black Peace Stone Nation. It goes by two. Black P, as in P period, the letter P period, and then it's Black Peace Stone, P-E-A-C-E. It was originally formed as Blackstone Rangers. When I grew up, they was Blackstone Rangers. Then they became Black Peace Stone because they became more religious, and then they became El Rukins, which is the Moorish Science Temple of America. They were kind of an El Rukin tribe of the Moorish Science Temple. And so that's when Jeff Fort, is Jeff Fort still alive? That's the question. That's when Jeff Fort, he's still alive. He's 77 years old. I think he's in prison. Try to remember. He's in Florence, Colorado. Yeah, he's at the ADX. He's at the federal prison. Yeah, I remember that. But yeah, it's I remember that as clear as It was just one of those things. So Fort and Harrison formed the Blackstone Rangers street gang at the St. Charles Juvenile Detention Center, and Blackstone Rangers originated as a small youth gang over by Blackstone Avenue in the Woodlawn area, which is around where I lived, assembled to defend themselves against other street gangs on the south side. Harrison was the gang's leader, with Fort as the second in command. So my cousin was a part of that, and I remember growing up and not getting bothered and going to school and being able to be in the community and not get harassed or bothered. And it was just one of those things. And so it was just a normal part of, if this is where you live, these are the things that helped you. And that helped my cousin, and as he got older, he got into computers and got a great job and all that, but he got hooked on heroin and got sick and overdosed and had organ failure and then died. But it was just memorable to remember. We hear about street gangs, and I know other people talk about street gangs and all that stuff. But I have to say that growing up, literally, other than Boy Scouts, one of the reasons why I'm here and nobody bothered me as a kid was because my cousin was a Blackstone Ranger. And back in the day, you didn't mess with kids, you didn't mess with women, you didn't mess with girls. You got snatched if you did something like that. But it's just one of those things that I remember distinctly. And somebody put in the talking text, I didn't know there was a Black Peace Stone. Yep. Oh, so you was from Foster Park? Okay. I never heard Blackstone Rangers, Black Peace Stone. Yeah, they were southeast Chicago. They were southeastern Chicago, not near the Foster Park area. So it was just one of those things. And so you don't talk about your past. You don't talk about how you got where you are. But the problem is most people only see where you are. They think you were always educated. You always had a decent paycheck. You always all these things. When in fact, if they knew what you went through to get what they got, they wouldn't do it.
1017 The Truth is now the proud home of Milwaukee Public Schools City Conference basketball. Tune in every week so you don't miss out on the classic rivalry game we all love, the high-flying dunks that leave us in awe, and the memorable moments where Milwaukee basketball legends are born. City Conference basketball on 1017 The Truth is sponsored by Milwaukee Public Schools, MPS proud, and presented by Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
The pulse of the Milwaukee Bucks, straight from a Bucks legend.
Can't get it off. Marcus Johnson will, though. Can't leave him alone for a 12.
Tap into Here District with Marcus Johnson on Bucks Plus. Marcus and his son Chris offer a weekly beat on Bucks basketball. Get your questions answered and hear from the biggest names in basketball. Find Here District with Marcus Johnson at bucks.com/plus on the Bucks app or wherever you get your podcasts.
When a parent sees their child smile, they see hope. Aleem hoped that his son Rajib would have an easier life than he had. You see, Rajib, just like his father, was born with a cleft. But as a fisherman in a small village in Indonesia, the cost of surgery was out of reach. Their lives were transformed thanks to Smile Train, which sponsors free, life-changing cleft surgeries and other essential treatments. Rajib's surgery marked Smile Train's 2 millionth, and incredibly, Aleem's was the 2 million and first. Now, their smiles are a symbol of hope for children with clefts all over the world. 540 babies are born with a cleft each day, but through Smile Train, millions of lives have been changed. To learn more and support the global cleft community, visit smiletrain.org/learn. Smile Train, changing the world one smile at a time.
Prostate cancer screening is a simple blood test. It's a simple blood test. Get it done. Your family history of prostate cancer increases the risk for all the men in your family. It's a simple blood test. Get it done. Prostate cancer is most treatable when it's detected early. It's a simple blood test. Get it done. Men, it's your life. That's why it's so important to talk to your doctor about getting tested. If you want info on how to take action, the Prostate Cancer Foundation is here to help. For more than 30 years, PCF, a leader in scientific breakthroughs, has funded cutting-edge research that speeds new treatments into clinics, helping patients live longer with fewer complications. Go to pcf.org to learn more about prostate cancer and how you can advocate for yourself. Remember, it's your life, and it's a simple blood test. Get it done.
You're listening to the new 1017 The Truth, founded in partnership with Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. 1017 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee. A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Bringing you his authentic perspectives on important topics.
They live in suburbs together. They live in the city together. They hang out together, all in the same family. We're the only idiots that fight because we want our voice to only be on one side. Like, does that even make any sense? And when the side loses, you lose everything. They, on the other hand, have a voice no matter what because somebody that looks like them is always in control.
Frank, candid, and straight to the point.
Well, it's just a skewed system.
Of course it is.
It's a lot of judgment.
But answer my question, though. Should we let people go? Should we let people go? Like, let's just forget about bail altogether. And if your neighbor commits a homicide and kills people up, if you kill people and they next to you and you just let them come back and live right next to you, they can live upstairs from you. Let them come in your house.
Frank, candid, and straight to the point. This is the best radio show in the state of Wisconsin. Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 1017 The Truth and The Truth app.
Now, he's the mayor of the city of Milwaukee. He's a young man. Give him a chance. I only complain about things that I care about. What I want you to do is pretend like I'm in St. Louis. And all I'm asking the mayor and the Common Council president and the Common Council, show me.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is Dr. Ken Harris.
You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I should probably stop singing my theme song. La, 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 la. No, anyway. 833-212-1017. If y'all could have seen the look Jason just gave me, like, stupid. That's the... That is the exact look he just gave me.
Number 5.
From CBS 58, thousands of additional active duty U.S. troops are being ordered to the southern U.S. border with Mexico just 2 days after President Donald Trump mandated that the U.S. military step up its presence there. That's according to officials familiar with the matter. So, is that a sound? Yeah. Has that been vetted properly? I don't know. There are already 2,200 active duty forces at the border as part of the Joint Task Force North, U.S. Northern Command Border Mission, based out of El Paso, Texas. They help support U.S. Customs and Border Protection work there, performing mostly logistical and bureaucratic tasks such as data entry, detection and monitoring, and vehicle maintenance. It's not yet clear which specific units are being ordered to the border, but the initial wave could include around 1,500 troops. So that'll be something different. We'll see if this works, if it, helps us understand and get to the bottom of people coming into the country that aren't supposed to. I guess. Dr. Ken, hope you're having a lovely evening. I heard about it. Thanks, got a bit. Somebody said it was kind of respectable then. I'm not sure I would put the word respectable and Blackstone Rangers in the same word. I think they did some things in the community that were positive. Put it like that. But you do you. You do you. I'm just here. I'm just here taking up space. Don't mind me. I don't want to put words in your mouth. I just wanted to say that. All right. Did I even hit? Okay, yeah, we did. I read it. So now I guess I got to move on.
Number 4.
Interesting. So I'm confused. I said 5 and then 4, but did I read the story? I didn't read the story.
You talking about for the first story?
Yeah, the first story. Hang on. The first story was the troops. So that's all I did. Okay. All right. Maybe because I had a flashback, because it just a female student has died and another student was wounded in a shooting this morning at Antioch High School in Nashville, a police spokesperson said. The male shooter then took the punk way out and killed himself. 17-year-old armed with a pistol fired multiple shots in a school cafeteria at 11:09 a.m. Metro Nashville police spokesperson Don Aaron said at a news conference, Vanderbilt University Medical Center confirmed one female has died in the shooting. Aaron said a male student victim had what was described as a graze wound to the arm and was treated and released. Police said another male student sustained a facial injury but is not shot. Police did not name the victim. Spokesperson for the hospital referred questions to the police. SWAT team has cleared the building. Investigators have determined the shooter's identity, but have not released his name to the public. Metro Nashville Public Schools, the district for Antioch High School, said it's making counselors available to students. So, Antioch High School is home to approximately 2,000 students in grades 9 through 12, and the school is located in the Antioch neighborhood, about 10 miles southeast of downtown. Two student resource officers known as SROs were in the school at the time of the shooting, but the incident was over by the time they got to the scene. They were not in the immediate vicinity of the cafeteria, and by the time SROs got down there, the shooting had stopped, and the shooter had shot himself. Nashville Fire Department, Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, Tennessee Highway Patrol, Tennessee Homeland Security, and the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives also responded. That is unfortunate. That is very unfortunate for that to have happened. Yeah.
Number 3.
So I'm put it out there. I'm gonna get in trouble when I do, but I'm just saying. Ozaukee County teacher is in jail, accused of child enticement and causing a child to expose their pubic area. Prosecutors say Daniel Rick was also the athletic director at Christ Alone Lutheran School near Cedarburg Road and Division Street in Thiensville. According to the court document, on November 15th, the Child Protective Services reported Rick to the Thiensville Police Department, citing an allegation of inappropriate contact with a boy student. Police say 2 days later, on November 17th, Rick resigned from his position at the school. A parent shared a school email from the school with WISN 12, which is where this story comes from, WISN.com, and said that Rick's departure was a result of personal reasons that required his focus and attention. Prosecutors say the 36-year-old would have a child sit on his lap, touch his stomach, and kiss the child's head. According to court documents, one child's parents met with Rick in January 2024 to raise concerns about appropriate boundaries and physical contact. The parents told police Rick seemed to justify his behavior and said, "I compare it to the story in the Bible and Jesus saying, 'Let the little children come to me.'" Ho, ho, ho. All right. During an interview with investigators, Rick claimed he did not initiate the physical contact and that it was always the students who started it. Yeah, let's blame the children, right? Rick let police search his phone and, according to prosecutors, admitted to viewing pornography involving younger males. Rick is held in Ozaukee County Jail on a $100,000 bond, and if convicted, 28.5 years. Investigators are asking anyone with information to contact the investigator, Carson Frame, with the Ozaukee County Sheriff's Office at 262-784-8462. That's 262-284-7862. What is it? What's going on? What is it? I don't get it. For the life of me, I do not understand it. Like what is it that, I do not understand. Something just makes no sense.
Number 2.
Well, believe it or not, as if we couldn't have more, fire crews are battling a swiftly growing blaze. This from CNN.com. Dubbed the Hughes Fire, burning near the town of Castaic, a suburb of the foothills and mountains of northern Los Angeles County. The fire grew to more than 5,000 acres in 2 hours, and residents in the immediate vicinity of Castaic Lake are under mandatory evacuations, according to the LA County Fire Department. At the rate it's going, the blaze is burning a football field size area every 2 to 3 seconds. Think about that. A football field, every 2 to 3 seconds, that's how much it burns. Winds in the area are at 20 miles an hour, pushing flames toward the southwest, with wind gusts up to 30 to 40 miles an hour in some spots. That's according to the National Weather Service. As of 2 o'clock this afternoon, the fire was 0 contained. That was 4 o'clock our time. Zero contained. Wow. You can see smoke in Ventura County, 50 miles away. That makes no sense. That's kind of scary.
Number 1.
From JS Online, Tony Evers' State of the State address will highlight tax cuts, and we're spending $300 million for youth mental health. In his 7th State of the State address, Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers will focus on measures his administration and state lawmakers have taken to lower taxes and blunt the effects of inflation, and plan to announce a $300 million proposal to address mental health in children. Democratic governor will highlight the state's tax burden dropping to a historic low and keeping, this is the guy that wanted to make more taxes though? Anyway, and keeping unemployment rates under 3% while announcing measures to address out-of-the-pocket costs for families, according to speech excerpts released by the governor's office ahead of the address set to deliver tonight. The excerpts signal the governor plans to focus on economic factors that have raised prices of household goods and food on taxpayers, a key issue that propelled Republican President Donald Trump to defeat incumbent President Joe Biden, a Democrat, in November. So we'll take a look at it. We'll take a look and we'll see whether or not that actually flies. I hope so. I really hope so. I hope so. 833-212-1017 is the number.
Don't touch that dial. More of Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harrison is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Here at the new 1017 The Truth, we aim to be a staple in Milwaukee's Black community. We are committed to partnering with local organizations and supporting Black-owned businesses. We are proud to call Milwaukee our city and promise to be a positive reflection of our community. We look forward to celebrating Black culture and excellence with you every day as we make history and continue to uplift the voices in our city. Join us for the journey at the new 1017 The Truth, founded by Gruber Law Offices. Milwaukee Black Talk.
It's 1017 The Truth's Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Happy New Year means a lot of rough days ahead for those who suffer from seasonal affective disorder. Plenty of gray, frigid days on the horizon where we all just want to be snugly and warm at home. That's where Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin comes in. Their inviting doors welcome friends and family into a cozy home thanks to Pella's gorgeous, energy-efficient windows, keeping the cold out. Pella can make your home as beautiful on the outside as it is comfortable on the inside. Celebrate the new year with 0% interest for up to 3 years at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Visit Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin showroom today so you can learn the Pella difference and get inspired on making your home more energy efficient and beautiful with Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Hurry, you only have until January 31st to score Pella's New Year's special. 0% interest for up to 3 years. Certain restrictions apply. Visit PellaWI.com.
Be the MVP of gift giving with a Milwaukee Bucks gift card. From exhilarating Bucks experiences to unforgettable Fiserv Forum events, your gift card recipient can score tickets to Bucks games and other events through the Ticketmaster box office. Shop exclusive gear at the Bucks Pro Shop or get a favorite snack at Fiserv Forum's concessions. It's a win-win gift that lets them choose their experience. To purchase a gift card, visit bucks.com/gift cards.
Now is the perfect time to join the Nextdoor family. Whether you're a parent seeking the best for your child or a professional ready to make a difference. At Nextdoor, children thrive in small classrooms with 2 teachers, exploring art, music, and STEAM. With special needs support, family resources, and kindergarten readiness, every child gets the attention they deserve. And they're also hiring. Enjoy competitive pay, great benefits, and opportunities for personal and professional growth in a fun, welcoming culture. Make a real impact in the community. Join Nextdoor today, where every child, every family, and every team member matters.
I'm Dr. Jasmine Zapata, Chief Medical Officer for Community Health at the Wisconsin Department of Health Services. Every year in the U.S., about 21,000 lung cancer deaths are caused by radon, an odorless, tasteless, and colorless gas. 1 in 10 Wisconsin homes has high levels of radon. Does yours? Call 1-888-LOW-RADON or visit lowradon.org to learn more. Test, fix, save a life.
Sponsored by the Wisconsin Department of Health Services.
This is Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
You're listening to Truth in the... You trying to be funny? Say...
Everybody loves the sunshine.
Everybody loves the sunshine. It's like 16 degrees outside, overcast, and it's snowing. Man, forget you.
Sunshine.
Can y'all believe it? What's wrong with you? You can play it? Like, really? Really? Yes, I do love the sunshine. It's just not here.
It's coming, Dr. Ken.
It's coming. Wow. It's coming. Oh, I feel so positive. Yeah, I understand, Dr. Ken. In the early 90s, it got really bad, so much death. Good evening. Oh, that's okay. Talking text line kind of blew up, though. Y'all was getting kind of personable. It's sad, Dr. Ken, are people counting on other people's money and telling them, okay, first thing I got to do is turn off my microphone, because if I leave it on, it will actually record everything I'm saying on my phone and then send it as a text message to somebody. Whoo! Wrong. Okay, Doc, where is it at? Oh, here it is. It's sad, Dr. Ken, are people counting on people's money and telling them where and how to spend it? If he won the lottery, I bet he wouldn't want nobody in his business. I got to agree with that. D'Angelo said, Doc Ken. Also, he actually said Doc K. Actually, you can call me OG DK. Okay? You can just use that as a... You are an on-air personality that has an influence on popular radio station. Will you make the PSAs of peace that you speak of and request other air personalities do the same, even from and on other radios? Sure, I will do that. Thank you for that. Hey, Jason, we got to remember to do that. We got to write a script for some kind of peace announcement. Now that it's cold outside, start thinking about when it's warm and how to do. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. We'll do that. Ooh, we got a week. We'll do it for Black History Month. Hey, y'all, Thursday, wait a minute. Today is Wednesday. Thursday, we have the Truth Roundtable coming in, and we're gonna talk about, stuff like the White House, and we're gonna talk about the first week in office, the pardons, all sorts of things, what's happening in the California fires, and all those things that are going on. So make sure you stick around tomorrow, 4:15 till 6 o'clock. We're going to have Truth Roundtable, and I think it'll be great. What up, Southside? Yeah, we were just talking about the things that are going on in the community and how we have to make sure that nobody turns a blind eye, but that we do the. By the way, we were talking about it the other day, the part when I brought up about Locust and how the street was caving in. It's 25th and Locust on the south side of the street. There's a little mini, fake roundabout there. And when you go around it, the street is caving in. So I don't take Locust anymore eastbound. I refuse to take Locust eastbound because I got to roll over that hole. And eventually that hole is going to fail and somebody's going to get hurt or die. And when they do, you better believe it. You can mark this one, January 22nd at 5:21. Mark my words. Unless the city fixes that, there's going to be a problem. So if you work for the city, if you work for DPW, I don't care who you work for, make sure you get over there and fix that road. All right? Okay. I'm just saying. Because that scares me. That definitely scares me. That scares me. Some baby, some kid, some ball rolls in the street, somebody chases it, and the street falls in. What do you do? What do you do? Who do you charge? Who? Matter of fact, if the street caves in and it's a criminal act, can we sue the city criminally and lock somebody up? Can we lock somebody up for not doing their job? See, the problem I have is that on the north side, they don't fix roads, they patch them. That's not fixing the road. That's patching them. That's first aid. Our streets need surgery. But this patching of the street makes no sense to me. Makes absolutely no sense to me. None whatsoever. I just don't get it. Never understood. Just, I don't understand why. And so I'm going to have to drive through the city, make all the marks, call somebody in from DPW, have them come on the show so we can start looking at some things that are going to happen in the future. And we got to get the, I'm not going to say the name. I'm going to just do that. You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris, and said it is my very humble opinion, you are really growing as a talk show host. Thank you for that. She said, I really enjoy listening. I appreciate you, Ann. Also want to remind you, I've been doing this a long time. Long time. So, kind of old. 4400 block of North 28th, approximately 17-year-old. Okay. All right, we're going to look into that. Thank you, LT. Appreciate it. We'll be talking about that. We have an unsubstantiated report of a shooting, and we're going to be looking into it. We'll get back to you as soon as we can on tomorrow. I'm sure it'll be on the show in the morning. Make sure you listen to Carrie Noni and Benjamin every morning from 7 to 9 right here on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. Hey, God bless. Thank you, Jason. Appreciate you. We got basketball coming up. Panthers are on the road. Horizon League conference rival, Wright State Raiders. Scott Wars is on at 5:30. Tip-off at 6. Hey, God bless. Take care. Stay warm. I'm out.